If you hear any weird noises in the background, I have Romulus down here taking a little nap and he's snoring pretty loudly. So if you hear anything weird, that's what it is. But anyway, hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Rita, and today we're gonna be talking about a few items that I've added to my wardrobe for this very much fall time of year. I was gonna say upcoming fall because it still doesn't feel as fall. I think right now we're like, I don't know, it's 22 degrees. So whatever that means in Fahrenheit, it's kind of hot. It's not too bad. So, you know, we're working with a long sleeve and it's pretty good, but still. Anyway, before we get into the items that I purchased, please be sure to subscribe. All you need to do is hit that subscribe button down below and be sure to also hit the little bell so you get notified every time that I post. I guess we can start with some t-shirts that I got from Gap, from the outlet. So this is from Gap Factory. I did go into the outlet, I don't know, maybe like a month or so ago, and I picked up a few of these shirts, and then I went back on their website and picked up a few others that are also going to be this long sleeve. This one, for instance, it's just this like Hensley, I think that's how they pronounce it. And I got this shade in kind of like, I don't know, it's like a natural color. And I have another exact same one, which at the moment is currently dirty, so I don't have it with me, in white. So I thought that would be perfect basics. It is a little bit bigger than what I was anticipating. I think this one's actually bought on the website. So I went in store, bought like one or two things in store, and then went back on the website and picked up a few more things. So I do feel that it's a little bit big, but I don't mind it. I think it's more cozy and it's perfect for this more transitional times where it's still not super cold, but a short sleeve won't do it. So I can show you the pants that I'm wearing. They're also fairly new. I got them, I want to say almost 2 months ago from Banana, and I got two different colors. So I got this shade that I think it's perfect for fall. I know a lot of people gravitate towards darker denim, so I thought like a darker one would be perfect, but I also picked up a lighter one. So I ended up with two. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same pair of jeans, or maybe a little bit different. These are high-rise straight. So I've got this in the lighter shade, which I really love the color. I think this is definitely my favorite. And like I just mentioned, a lot of people prefer to wear darker denim during the winter, but because I tend to have more darker kind of like tops, either, I don't know, jackets or sweaters, I do like to have a little bit more balance with like light and dark instead of just all dark. So here is, I'm trying to be on my tippy toes so you can see, just very basic straight-legged jeans. Very comfortable, I really like them. I've got both in the size 26 for reference. I'm usually a 26 in Banana. Depending on stores, it'll be different, but for the most part, I'm between a 25, 26. But in Banana, I'm usually a 26. Continuing with my Gap haul, I did pick up this sweatshirt that is more on the baggy side. I wanted it to be a bit more baggy so it could be more comfy. And this I bought most likely to be exclusively to be at home. So it is very reminiscent of early 2000s when everyone had these sweaters. So I really love the shade. I think it's going to be a perfect shade to wear around as a basic, just throw on kind of like an everyday basis. It is pretty big. It was folded, so it's a little bit wrinkly. But I really like it. It's been very cozy. I've already worn it more than 2 times, probably like 4 or 5 times. I've been really liking it. It's very fuzzy on the inside, so it definitely feels more on the cozier side. I mean, I'm not saying I'm never gonna get out of my house with this, but I bought it to be more of like an, you know, in-house kind of like chilling little sweatshirt. I really love it. So it might not be the last one that I buy, but for now it is more than enough. I was gonna go in kind of like store order, but I thought I might as well just get all the sweaters, sweatshirts out of the way. And I got this one that could not scream more fall if I wanted. It is so beautiful, it's soft, and the shades are just very lovely. It's like almost like a knitted, like if someone had handmade this sweater. It's very pretty. It's this beautiful rusty orange with a little bit of brown, a little bit of beige. And this is from Target. So I got it, I think it was $25. I was just randomly walking through Target and this definitely caught my eye. It came in a few different shades, but this is the one that I preferred. I think it's a very lovely shade and it'll go with pretty much everything, especially with a couple of bags that I purchased for the season. But I think it's very, very pretty, very cute. Also more on the, I don't want to say baggy, but you know, whenever it's like fall and I'm thinking about sweaters, I like to go a little bit bigger than my regular size. So I'm pretty sure I picked this up in a small, maybe, unless it came big. So I honestly do not remember. But anyway, it's a bit more in the, it's not a tight sweater. That's what I'm trying to say. Now we have my absolute favorite sweater of this haul, and this one is from J. Crew Factory from the boys section. So this is the little boys section, but I fell in love with it. There was a similar one in the women's section in a very pretty light gray, but whenever I went to the outlet, they didn't have it in my size. So I started looking around. I also really liked one from the men's section, but ended up not being able to fit it very properly. So the girl at the store told me they had one from the boys section and showed it to me, and it is lovely. I really like it. It's this, I don't know, I think they call them cable knit. That could be, and it's a beautiful navy, which I love wearing navy. It's probably my favorite color of clothing to wear. Going back to Gap, I also picked up a few of these long sleeves, which these ones I think are called the favorite or the perfect tee, something like that. And I picked up 3 different shades. So this one, which is a very pretty lighter gray, and then I also picked up a navy blue, which I kind of don't want to unfold. So let me just show you. It's called the Favorite Tee. That's what it is, not perfect. The Favorite Tee by Gap, and I got them in the size extra small. So I've got the gray that I'm wearing, of course, this navy blue, and I also got a beige striped with white, which I actually used very recently. It's on a video, so I'll probably leave that link below in my video whenever I redid my vanity or organized my vanity. But yeah, this is with pairing it with the banana jeans that I was showing you earlier in the lighter shade. I really love these ones. I think if I had to pick between these ones and the darker one that I was wearing earlier, I prefer these ones. I think they're more comfortable. They fit a little bit better, even though they're like the same size. I mentioned that they were the same exact jean. They are not. They're different types. I don't remember the name. I'll be leaving it linked below if they're still available. But these ones were from the actual Banana website, not from the Banana outlet, if that makes sense. But very cute color. I really like them and definitely prefer them over the darker ones. I almost forgot, but I did pick up a second Tory cap. I say second because I also have one in the shade navy, which I really love. But Lucy decided it was perfect to bite, so she bit it literally right after I had bought it. So she bit it from here, and then she bit it from back there, and then on top of everything, one day I dropped it from my car and I ran over it, and it was disgusting, like completely flat, the little, I don't know, visor thing. So I went back home and I forgot I had it, and I had to go back to the grocery store and I found it where I had dropped it. So this cap was definitely cursed. I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm just gonna throw it in the wash. If it works, it works. And it came out looking pretty decent. Actually, I cannot lie, it's still pretty good and I still wear it all the time. So whenever that got ruined, I'm like, I want to refresh the cap. I want to buy another one. So I went for the green color, which I really, really love. I did not think I was going to love a green cap as much as this one, but I think it's going to go perfect, especially with like all of my fall wardrobe. I think it's very pretty. I've been thinking about picking up, whoops, what's up my hair? I've been thinking about picking up some kind of green sneakers to go with this cap, and I think it'll be very pretty. I have a tiny head, if you haven't noticed, but caps never really fit me unless I tuck in my ears in that way. But yeah, very cute cap, and I think not only the shade, but in general, I really love it. And again, it's my second one, so you know I really liked it. I used it, the navy one, all the time during the summer, so I know this is going to be a staple in my wardrobe for this fall. We're almost done with the clothing items, but I have this beautiful t-shirt that I fell in love with. This is from J. Crew Factory, and it is just white, a graphic tee with a bunch of doggies having cocktails, which I absolutely love doggies. I have 5 and I love cocktails, so I thought what a fun t-shirt. And I don't really do graphic t-shirts at all. I think this is like my second graphic t-shirt that I have in my closet right now. The other one is a Beatles t-shirt, so I really don't do graphic t-shirts, but when I saw this I knew I had to get it. This I did buy in store at the J. Crew factory, so yeah, very lovely. And then I'm wearing these slacks that I just picked up, I think like 2 weeks ago from H&M. So these ones I did pick up in store. I went with my mom to find stuff for her and I ended up getting some pants for myself. They're very comfortable. They're a little bit bigger, maybe not too much. I think like just with a belt, they'll be perfect. I want to show you the pants just a little bit better. So they are more on the straight leg. So they're not too tight, which I really love. They're like straight legs and they're very, very comfy. I bought them just kind of like as a good mixing item for my wardrobe. They are this, I don't want to say they're beige, they're not beige, they're not brown. They're like an almost taupey shade, so they are going to be perfect. And I think they're gonna go very well with basically everything else in my wardrobe. All this changing of clothing has me like almost sweating. It's very hot in here, so I have to put my hair up in a bun and my ears are extremely red. But anyway, let's move on because we have 4 last things to talk about. 2 pairs of shoes and then 2 bags. The first shoes that I'm going to talk about are going to be ones that I was extremely influenced. Like I would have never bought these shoes if I hadn't watched a few videos on TikTok about them, because I did want some shoes like this, but I was looking at Sam Edelman. But I ended up with some Rothy's, which I've never owned anything from this brand. I picked up the black square toe Mary Janes. They're very pretty, as you probably already know if you're anywhere on socials. Ballet flats and flats in general are like one of the fall it shoes, or like, you know, the ones to have. And I knew I wanted to pick up some Mary Janes, and like I mentioned, I was looking at some Edelman. They have some leather ones, but I saw a couple of videos on TikTok about the shoes and I thought, if I can find a pair of shoes that are going to be very comfortable and they're also pretty cute, why not give them a try? They are a bit more on the expensive side. They're even more expensive than Sam Edelman's. The ones that I was looking at Sam Edelman, they're called, I think they're called Michaela. Maybe I'm pronouncing this wrong. And they're, I think, $130. And these ones were almost $160. I think they're $159, and you get some kind of discount if it's your first time ordering. So I did get a bit of a discount with the shoes, but honestly, they have been a dream. I have not stopped wearing them since I bought them. I want to say almost a month ago. So definitely worth the hype. If you can get your hands around these shoes, I would strongly recommend them. Whenever I buy something that's trendy, I try to make it, if it's gonna be something super trendy, I probably will just skip it because I know it's not gonna be worth it. Even if it's affordable, it'll just be like for that season and then it's gonna be gone. So for those items, I honestly don't really dress in a trendy way. My style is more traditional, maybe a little bit more grandmommy, if you will, with a little bit of feminine, very feminine touches, like those Mary Janes and like dresses and whatnot. So whenever I heard that ballet flats were here again trending, I knew I had to pick up a pair. And I realized, you know, besides these Mary Janes that I just picked up like a month ago, I did not own any flats anymore, any ballet flats. So I went online and did a search of ballet flats, but I thought, what if I can get some ballet flats with even a little bit of heel, just to make it more of like a grown-up version of ballet flats, which I used a ton back in like high school, moving into college. So I wanted just a bit more of a grown-up version of those shoes. So I stumbled upon Ballerina. So this is an Italian brand that I've never heard of until I purchased them and I looked up, you know, the website and whatnot. They are more on the pricier side, but they're not as pricey as like actual designer shoes that will range between the $800 to $1,000+ These ones I think are like $250 all the way up to maybe like $400. Maybe that's a little exaggeration. Maybe nothing is over $350. I don't remember at this point. But these ones I think were like $250, $280, I don't know. Very cute. They come with a little baggie so you can store your shoes or when you travel with them. So you can see they're not like cheap shoes. I like that they do that. And I went for my favorite color. I think this is my favorite color when I'm talking about clothing and accessories. So navy blue. Very beautiful shoes, and they're extremely comfortable. So they have like, again, that smaller heel. It's not too tall. I think this is like, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't want to pretend to know how much this is, but it is relatively low, and they are very comfy. They're leather, beautiful ballet looking shoes. So from the top, you know you can't really tell they're not like regular ballet shoes, but then you get a beautiful heel. So it makes it a little bit more elegant. I feel like they're more versatile because they're not flats. We're almost done. We're down to the 2 bags. So this one, I actually have a full-on review that I'm gonna be leaving in the description box below. And it is a beautiful bag from Polene in the name, it's called Tonca in the shade Cognac. So I did buy this bag back in March while I was in New York. I went to the Polene store and I left with this beautiful bag. There's not much to say about this bag except for I literally bought it thinking about the fall, and we were in March. So I was very excited to start using it when fall started. I mean, I did use it a little bit before, but not as much as I've been using it lately. It is very, very beautiful. And we've made it to the very last item, and it is a Coach bag, which I am planning on doing a full-on review. So keep an eye out for that and let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested in watching this. Although the bag is no longer available, you can still find it in all of the second store marketplaces like Mercari, which is where I bought mine. So this is the Luna in the signature, I don't remember, signature something. It is very stunning. I love the shape, like the half moon. I'm guessing that's why they named it Luna, because that's the name of a moon in Spanish. I almost forgot about my last item, and this is this very stunning dress from Hill House. This is the Ellie nap dress, and this is from a collaboration. It's pretty old. I think it's maybe like a year old, with Diane Hill. So when I saw it, I thought it would be perfect because the shade is like for the fall, because the shade is more on the almost lavender taupey, kind of like the base of the dress. I think it's perfect for this time of year. I bought it precisely in mind for fall. I actually do have it on my video when I'm doing the Lisa Eldridge fall lipstick. So if you want to see it a little bit more in action, check that video out. I'm gonna be leaving it in the description below. But it is a beautiful print. I am in love. I think it's so whimsical, so magical, so feminine, and I just love my Hill House dresses. I'm actually working on filming a video. I'm looking over there because I have like all of my Hill House dresses hanging from my little rack. So I have 8 right now. So I think I have a pretty good idea of what I like, what I don't like, how to style them, and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in watching a little bit more or getting to know a little bit more on Hill House, definitely check that video out. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. But yeah, I think that's gonna be everything for today. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to watch also some kind of capsule wardrobe. I could also do that for you. I love to come up with some fall outfits. And like always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!